The main point this session will cover is what is social justice, how to get involved in social justice at university, why get involved in social justice. My name is Fatima, I'm 22 years old, I'm in my third year and I study geography at the University of Southampton. I originally come from Oxford and I'm the Student Union Sustainability Officer.
Hi, my name is Josette and I'm 21. I study at the University of Southampton, but I'm originally from London and moved here for my university studies. I'm currently doing my Masters in Education after graduating from my undergrad also in Education. So this is technically my second degree, but this one is only 1 year long instead of the 3 or 4 year long undergraduate courses.
Hello, I'll quickly introduce myself. I'm Valina and I'm 21. I'm studying in the University of Southampton and I'm doing an integrated master's degree of computer science. So I've just started my third year and will be hopefully graduating next year in May. So what is social justice? For me, it's all about fairness, equal rights, equal access to opportunities, and just disregarding all different aspects that make gaps between us, like racial, political, and whatever reasons.
What is social justice? Social justice may be broadly understood as the fair and compassionate distribution of fruits of economic growth. That's the UN definition of social justice. Justice is the concept of fairness, and social justice means achieving fairness in society. This can mean fairness in areas such as housing, employment, and education. Social justice also applies to aspects of society including race and gender. Social justice depends on 4 aspects: human rights, accessibility, participation, and equity. Human rights. The connection between human rights and social justice is clear. When you achieve fairness in society, it respects and upholds everyone's human rights. Accessibility. This means to be able to access important goods and services, including food, shelter, and education. Many human rights activists and social justice activists work on increasing accessibility to allow for equal opportunity to live a good life. Participation. Participation should be encouraged to represent those who are vulnerable and marginalised in society, or often silenced, to ensure that all opinions and lifestyles are accounted for. Equity. Equity is giving people what they need or giving more to those people who need it in order to achieve fairness in society.
Some aspects of social justice include equal access, participation, and opportunities. For example, in education, everyone should have equal opportunity to access, progress, and participate in higher education, so university. Social justice includes making sure that everyone in all aspects of life have a chance, and this should be done on an equal playing field. However, for certain people who are often at a disadvantage and suffer from systemic obstacles, they do not receive the equal playing field, so social justice sets out to make sure they do as best as possible.
So how can you get involved in social justice at university? The Widening Participation and Social Mobility team at the University of Southampton work to encourage students at schools and colleges to consider pursuing a higher education. This is often through open days, summer schools, or off-campus events. You become a student ambassador and deliver presentations to hundreds of students at schools or on campus about higher education and university life. The University of Southampton also offers paid internal internships such as working in public engagement, which aims to inspire the public through promoting academic research in an interactive and engaging way. Examples of paid roles include Schools Engagement Coordinator, Online Education Resource Coordinator, or the Nature and Biodiversity Hub Coordinator, which was the role that I had for a year and got a fantastic experience out of it. The Student Union also have many roles relating to social justice, which could be the sabbatical roles such as Vice President, Education and Democracy, or you become a student officer in an inclusion role such as Women's Officer, Disability Officer or Sustainability Officer. There are also over 30 societies involved in social campaigning such as Black Women's Projects, Amnesty International and Southampton Raise and Give. If you have an idea, you can put this forward to your student union. For example, as Sustainability Officer this year, I'm looking to set up a Sustainability and Social Justice Forum to explore the close links between sustainability and to discuss the ways in which we can promote sustainability and social justice on campus. The Student Union is always keen on hearing new ideas from students.
But yeah, I did a lot of things. From the beginning, I've started doing some ambassador work here and there on a few events. So it's basically helping on open days, doing some support on like answering questions in chat rooms, and basically helping prospect students. So it's a casual work opportunity that the university has. So basically, you have a 0-hour contract and just do whenever you're free. Apart from that, I did a summer internship with the university. It was on digital accessibility and it was quite important to me because like it gave me a lot of opportunities to learn, as well as it had impact, which is quite important to anyone studying computer science, because there's a lot of apps, but you have to make an impact. And yeah, it's just amazing so far.
I would definitely recommend looking at getting involved with social justice at your university. Everyone has a role to play in helping to achieve social justice at university level, in the wider community, and even the world. Getting involved in social justice whilst at university is a great place to start. It's a really important cause where you can have a really big impact both at your university and within your wider community. It also benefits you personally. Getting involved in social justice has been one of my favourite aspects of my time at university and has shown me that this is an area I would love to pursue as a career.
Why get involved with social justice while at university? Make a change on campus, in your city or local area. You could be potentially working with other students and the public in increasing accessibility to services such as education, which could impact your university city or local area. Enhances your university experience. University is a great place to get involved in opportunities, and I would highly recommend getting involved in projects, societies or internships made available to you. Good for future employability. Getting involved in projects and making a change on campus looks great on your CV or would be useful for a potential job role. And last of all, you'd be getting involved in an important cause.
Hello, I'm Josette.
My name is Tudu.
And I'm Holly, and over the summer we've been working on a project to address some of the issues which have been exacerbated through lockdown, which we can't wait to share.
This research shows that disadvantaged students were further isolated by the majority of engagement being online.
In light of these issues, we decided to ask ourselves how we could fulfil our role as a civic university to help out the local community.
Our solution was to create self-contained activity packs focusing on the accessibility for students with an SEND and those with limited resources and internet access.
After the first round of the project, we went on to present at 2 conferences, including the National Coordinating Centre for Public Engagement, Engage Festival 2020. Aside that, we have also developed new packs, the NutriSkill packs, which is aimed at improving nutrition, education and health education among children through engaging in nutrition-based activities. Due to increasing demands and new requests for the packs, we are now in the reprint phase and are printing over 15,000 activity packs to be distributed and shared among our schools, and charity partners.
Here are some examples of the lovely feedback we've received from our school and charity partners about the activity packs. Here are some other lovely examples of feedback we've received which really resonate the importance of projects like this one and making sure that what you're doing is actually accessible to those in need and those you're trying to reach and support. If you would like to find out more about this project, we ran a social media campaign, so if you search #US Activity Packs, you'll be able to find out more. And if you have any other questions, we'd love to hear from you, so please do get in contact with us. Thank you.
23 minutes past 4 now, and a small team of student interns from the University of Southampton have led a project to put together home activity packs for children in low-income families. It's for those who may have struggled to access online learning during school closures throughout the pandemic. Well, one of the team, Holly Smeaton, joins me on the line to tell us a little bit more. Holly, afternoon. What inspired this idea then?
Hi, thanks so much for having me. So the project started kind of just over a year ago when schools had to make the move to online learning. And with that kind of shift in the learning environment, we could see that a lot of students were actually really struggling to engage with online work. So we were seeing some really worrying gaps in terms of who had things like internet access, devices like laptops, even just a stable home life, like all things that are actually really important for young people to take part in online learning. And we wanted to kind of level the playing field a bit and hopefully re-engage some of those young people that were really struggling with lockdown. So we decided to these, self-contained activity packs that don't really require any resources or any internet connection on the part of young people, covering all sorts of subjects to kind of engage them and really remind them that learning can be fun and interactive and just give them something a bit different and exciting to do in a really hard year.
So describe the packs to me then. What do you get in one?
So there's a lot of different packs at the moment that have been sent out, and they're all kind of standalone, covering a whole range of subjects and age groups. So for instance, with one pack, we've had secondary school students working as detectives to solve a fictional crime, and they've been learning about all kinds of different scientific methods in the process. So for that one, they get all kinds of fun stuff like cocoa powder and paintbrushes and tape to do fingerprinting, and magnifying glasses, things like that. And then there's packs for primary school ages that are a bit broader. So our art packs have lots of different art and craft materials, inspiration for kids to get creative. Or we have outdoor learning kits that are just all about getting kids out, exploring all the green spaces Southampton has to offer. So yeah, as I mentioned, none of them need internet connection. If students need basic stationery or equipment, that's also all included for them. Along with all the sort of cooler stuff that they need for activities, so like magnifying glasses, art supplies, even, pine cones and bamboo sticks to make bug hotels, just all sorts of cool stuff for them.
Sounds fantastic. I think I might want one of those. So how many children are you hoping to reach then with these packs?
So when we started last year, we sort of distributed about 2,500, which we were really proud of. And then we saw such a really amazing response from the community that this year we've actually managed to get over 14,000 more out so far. And we're hoping to get that number up to about 18,000 by the end of the summer.
Wow. So your plan is to keep this going then. Have you thought sort of longer term than the end of the summer?
Yeah, so I think the thing that's really great is that while the packs were kind of initially a response to lockdown, they've actually proved to be really versatile. So we've seen them kind of used beyond lockdown, like inside and outside of the classroom. We've had charities that work with young people use them as the basis for activity days, or they've sent kids home with them in between meetings to keep them entertained. Schools have been using them as summer holiday projects, or they've sent them out to students who've had to self-isolate. So it's been really amazing seeing how they've kind of evolved as a community. So I think we're just really excited to see how they've been used in the future. So we've got lots of new packs kind of on the horizon. So yeah, I guess watch this space.
Yeah, it sounds like you're doing a brilliant job. I know things have been busy for you aside from this as well. You've just graduated. How has the last sort of year and a bit been for you, just on a very personal level?
I mean, it's been obviously sort of difficult because we've also been making the move to online learning, in our degrees as well. Myself and Josette, the other intern who's been leading on this project, she's also just graduated too. And And I think it's been really great sort of working with other students. Like there's a whole team of student interns at the university. And I think that's what's been really great about the whole project, is sort of being able to connect with people from the university on other courses, other degrees, and have that really sort of supportive team behind us. So it's actually been a really great year. And I think last summer, especially with the first lockdown, it really gave me a lot of sort of purpose when a lot of people were just kind of not really sure what to do with their time. So I've really actually enjoyed it.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. It sounds like you've done some brilliant stuff. Holly, thank you so much for talking to me this afternoon. Holly Smeaton, who is one of the people behind those online, not the online, they're activity packs for youngsters. And if you want to find out more, actually give us a ring and we can pass on all the details. BBC Radio 7, 28 minutes past 4. Oh, this is perfect for today, isn't it? Come on, turn up the radio, turn down the window.
Thank you for listening.